All right, rundown, August 7th. Any birthdays jump out?
It's 7 days away from my childhood best friend Chris Maschendower's birthday.
Okay.
Well, 7 days away from my birthday, but good for Chris.
Oh, 14? Oh, shit. Damn.
Well, that makes
Talk
sense.
to Chris in 15 years, maybe. Yeah.
Well, why
6
would
days
you
away
know?
from Frankie Borelli's.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Happy early birthday, Frankie.
yeah. How do you like having a Wednesday birthday?
I love it, dude. Hump day.
Every year. Brought to you by Proper Wild. Deliciously juicy energy shots and energy gummies that deliver the perfect boost whenever you need to wake up and have fun and stay fun. No weird ingredients, just good, clean caffeine. Best-selling flavors are peach, mango, strawberry, kiwi, and blackberry. 4 to 6 hours of energy, 5 times more caffeine than a shot of espresso, 15 times more theanine than a cup of green tea. Did I get that right?
Yep.
Theanine?
Yep.
Use code WILD for 30% off at properwild.com. Need
Love that
energy
stuff.
on rainy Thursdays.
It's good stuff.
Wednesdays. Need energy on a rainy Wednesday. So get out to Proper Wild. Olympics, a couple different stories. Obviously, a mixed bag of different things. USA has taken over the gold medal count with 24. We lead China by 1 as of now. I feel like we should have that all the time.
We should.
I think we pretty much do.
I think it's close between us and China usually, right? And maybe, is Russia up there?
Russia's usually up there, I would imagine.
I would
Yeah.
think during the winter. I don't know how much.
Yeah,
how much
true.
they're doing in the summer. But yeah, I don't know, but I feel like we win comfortably every time we win medal count as a whole, and then golds. I think we're usually pretty neck and neck with China.
Yeah.
And I am not an Olympic historian, so I don't know. For
Australia and France are the next two.
Oh, but we have the total medal count by
By a ton.
That one we
always win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Donnie was saying yesterday how we're the only country that counts that at all. Total medals.
Really?
Europe hates that we try to claim oh, we have 88 total medals, but everyone else just goes by.
That surprises me because the whole Olympics they celebrate bronze, they celebrate silver.
Yeah.
that's-
Not in other countries.
Why would you?
I
No,
think
other countries
we're right
do
about
because
that.
we win the gold every time.
But then we don't know what happens to that. They probably get off the stage and they take it away.
Yeah.
They're building them tough.
Yeah.
Building them tough. Men's basketball plays Serbia in the semifinals, beat Brazil yesterday by 122 to 87. Final four is now us versus Serbia, and a tale as old as time. France versus Germany, folks.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
In the Final Four.
Rivals for a while.
Yeah, they have. British swimmer Adam Peaty claims athletes are finding worms in the fish being served at the Olympic Village. This seems like standard. It seems like the Olympic Village seems like the worst place on earth to live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just every single time.
I love this Adam Peaty dude. I saw him race the other night. He just looks like such a fucking British hooligan.
Really?
Yeah. He comes out with his hood up, sunglasses on. He's just he's a thick boy. He doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Oh, okay.
He doesn't
Looks
really
real
look
British.
like a swimmer.
Yeah, he looks like he could be playing fullback at
Yeah.
Dude, jacked. Oh my God.
He's way thick for a swimmer.
Yeah.
I thought you had to be real skinny, aerodynamic for
Yeah.
that, but I guess not.
Yeah, when
He's
he
got the power.
when he walked out, I was surprised that he wasn't in a Stone Island jacket because he just looks like someone who's gonna go fight
Yeah.
someone at a Man United game.
Yeah, bucket hat, parka, whole thing. Yeah. Yeah, but Olympic Village basically seems every 4 years or 2 years, whatever it is, it feels like an entrapment camp, an imprisonment. Nobody could have sex.
Nobody can do anything.
When did that all start?
The sex thing
And why?
had to be recent.
Don't we want to
right?
reproduce massive athletes? I just found out Simone Biles' husband is a corner or a safety for the Bears.
Packers.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Bears.
Oh, yeah, he was Packers. He might have got traded the offseason. Or
I
Yeah,
didn't
but you
even
can
know
only
he
play
was
for
married.
one team at a time, so he's on the Bears now.
I didn't know he was on a new team.
I know you only watch the Patriots.
I just know him as a Packers guy.
He's Bears now. The only reason I know he's on the Bears is because of Hard Knocks. So fair to both. Yeah.
Is she in it?
She's in it, yeah.
Oh, wow.
FaceTime, but she's in it.
What were you saying before that? You were saying something.
When did it start? No sex.
Oh, yeah.
Because they
Yeah,
got
I
the
was trying to
cardboard
find
beds and
it.
stuff.
But it's proven false. I feel like it's been at least 3 Olympics in a row with the anti-sex beds, and then the athletes get there and they jump on the bed and
They're
I
like,
can
"Fuck."
fuck on this bed.
Yeah.
It's never real.
Do you think
I don't
there's
think anyone's
anything
designed-
in the Olympic athletes that are let's see if we could break the bed fucking?
Oh yeah, they're competitive.
You think they're trying to break the beds? I bet they are. I bet there's a badge of honor to bring in your fucking wet cardboard bed the next day. I need a new one.
So apparently it was lifted at this Olympics.
I don't think it's ever been real. I think
That's
it's
the
just
thing.
an
How do you
internet rumor.
enforce that?
Yeah.
Like even if they try to say there's an intimacy ban, you can't enforce that.
Right.
Unless you're like a college dorm where you're like no girls and boys in the same.
Well, I guess in most countries the Olympics are in, they can enforce it.
Right,
yeah. Like China, Russia.
Murder.
I feel like France is a little harder to enforce.
France still owes us a couple of favors.
Where the French kiss was invented, they're definitely doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. But you're right. I feel like it's a rumor, or why I don't get why they want to ban it, but it is what it is.
Oh, Wonton Don jumped into the river. Is that the river that got shit in it?
Yeah.
Yikes, Donnie.
Dude, Donnie is.
And part 5 of the hottest Olympic athletes in Paris history. We've now hit Rocky 5 franchise.
He is the weirdest guy. Yeah, Donnie just loves jumping in water. Donnie,
crazy.
He's a.
Doesn't matter if there's hippos in there. It doesn't matter if it's the Hudson River. Didn't he swim across the Hudson?
Yeah, him and Pat came to my parents' house over 4th of July. And my parents live on a river, and he was like, "Can I go swimming in that?" It's like 10 minutes from the beach, and he was like, "I was like, you can, I think." No one's ever done it, but you can, and Donnie was out there.
Jumped right in.
He just loves water, dude. I
loved
water.
it,
He's
yeah.
a simple dude. Ravens cornerback Marlon Humphrey, I apologize. Marlon Humphrey called Simone Biles and Suni Lee's behavior on the podium disgusting after showing praise to Brazilian gymnast who won the gold in the floor routine. I mean, I get where he's coming from, but what are they supposed to do? They lost.
Yeah, like it's like.
Okay, you know what?
You're not into that?
I don't know about that.
I mean, you
that.
lost.
It's the first time I'm seeing the picture.
I don't
know about that.
I think it's better to
No,
accept what you are.
bro, I think you could go like this, and it's just as effective. You do not bow down to somebody else.
There's part of it. Simone's won so many medals. Is it like she's patting her on the head and going like, "Oh, this is cute. You won one."
That's how I think of it. I don't know, man. Think of it like Brady, the old Patriots quarterback. Like another team won the Super Bowl that year, and he's like, "Congratulations, I'll win."
He went to the Bucks after that.
He went to the Bucks.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I saw that picture. I had a different problem with that picture where like I talked about the case the other day where like everyone saw it, at least on my timeline, like the viral tweets I saw of it were like, this is the most iconic picture in Olympic history. And I think everyone has that now on Twitter where like everyone needs to make predictions and projections about like, I don't know, just say it's a cool picture or say it's an uncool picture.
Right.
You don't have to like make it.
We're not talking history 24 hours.
I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
I'm kind of on the Ravens side here.
Let's hold on for the thumbnail. Let's recreate it. All right, I just wanted that screenshot.
It's unbelievable. That was a good one, Robbie. People are mad Navy head coach Brian Newberry for not letting player skip practice to watch his sister win the Olympic gold. Thea Leafond of Jamaica won gold in the triple jump.
Oh, this is so the Navy head coach. This is for college football.
Yeah.
You gotta let him. If you're training for another Olympic sport, I get it. It's like no, you gotta have your gold on your mind. Fuck this.
Early days of training camp. Navy, he's already living hard life as it is. Navy
it's
is no
cool to
joke.
be told like that, though. To be fair, that's a sick moment.
No, I'd rather watch it.
I think I'd rather watch too, but that's a pretty cool moment.
But
it's not as cool as watching it.
Who are these people does this fucking tweet say he was not allowed to watch it?
That's what I was gonna say too. So everyone's mad about it. It's unclear whether the kid.
Like this doesn't say we kidnapped this kid and made him play football. Like he might have just wanted to go practice with his boys.
Yeah, you think he's like, fuck it,
all
I'll
right,
watch
yeah.
it later.
Well, how is it coming out that he wasn't allowed to go?
I'm sure it isn't. I'm sure fucking people are just being dumb.
Yes,
Like,
exactly. It's one of those.
Whenever you see people are mad, it's fucking made
Oh,
up.
okay.
It's not true.
So we're not sure if this guy banned this kid from going.
No. As far as I know.
A bad rap, yeah.
Got it. They saw this cool moment and now are trying to shit on it.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
People are mad is fucking never true. There's like 5 people, you'll have 5 tweets embedded in the blog. People are mad.
People are mad. Wonton Don jumped in. Dante Donatello published part 5 of the hottest athletes in Paris series, which we touched on. Chicago White Sox won. Chicago White Sox beat Oakland the Oakland A's 5-1, snapping an AL record tying 21-game losing streak set by the Baltimore Orioles in 1988. Eddie and White Sox Dave were in attendance. That's a hell of a fucking game to go to.
They went there, I guess, just to see that. If you're White Sox Dave, do you want your team to break the record because it's embarrassing? or like to snap the record because it's embarrassing, or do you want to break the record for history?
No, I think you don't want the record.
Obviously, you're not rooting against your team to lose that game, but there's part of you that's like, especially because they're going for content. I think it's like it almost would have been better if the White Sox lost.
Yeah. Oh, for content, 100%
Yeah.
better.
MLB record is 24 straight losses, which would have been set versus the Cubs on Friday. That would have been
been good,
if
yeah.
they at least got to it. I was
Yeah.
kind of rooting against them, and there was fireworks scheduled. White Sox are now 28-88. The most losses in MLB modern era is 121 by the New York Mets. The White Sox would finish the season 13-33 to hit that mark. I think they can do that.
Yeah.
I think they very much could go 13-33.
Definitely.
So we'll see.
The White Sox are
history.
crazy, dude. I mean,
I didn't know
the
how,
A's
like,
as
because
well.
the White Sox are one of those franchises that have been around forever, and they just have no, like, footprint on the.
They had that one World
I was listening to
Series.
talk radio today. Like, when you jump out, like, all-time greats for the White Sox. You have Frank Thomas, you have Konerko, and then, like, I'm sure there's a bunch of guys in the 80s or a few guys in the 80s, but, like, no one here is correcting me on how. Ask Clemmer. Clemmer, how many greats are for the White Sox, like, off the top of your head?
We got one.
Billy Pierce.
Billy Pierce.
How many since, like, how many since
Affleck.
75?
Carlton Fisk.
Carlton Fisk.
No, not
Harold
Carlton
Gaines.
Fisk.
Harold Gaines.
Frank Thomas.
Frank Thomas, founder of Wendy's.
Yeah, Frank Thomas. Oh, you're an asshole.
Not a good franchise, boys.
Yeah, not a good franchise.
I just don't. I mean, it's something I'll never be able to understand. Like, an owner who does not want his team to win. Why do you?
Because
Want,
he's not penalized and you can keep the money.
But like, what good is that money if a fucking
you're
entire
hated?
fan base hates you?
Money's still green. I'm not defending it. I'm
No,
just
I
saying,
know,
like,
but-
for certain people, money's green, man.
Fact.
And then every once in a while, you could, like, you don't have to actively win, but you can stumble into a World Series, which he did.
Yeah.
So he's going to go down as a World Series champion owner. Just need the one. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's
When
right.
did they win? Like 05.
5.
Oh, back-to-back Sox years. That's weird. Red Sox and then White Sox.
Yeah. Yes. I thought you meant. See, it's so weird when I hear Sox. I don't even. I mean, it's a nothing franchise, so it doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, when
No, I hear
Sox,
Sox, I say Red. I immediately do Red
I
Sox.
agree.
I was shocked that when I started working here, and the Chicago guys came on, and like just seeing tweets about the Sox, and I was like, "You guys call them the Sox?" For some reason, it obviously makes
It's like how people from Boston call their arena the Garden.
Yeah.
Oh, that's incorrect.
But not anymore.
No?
I mean, I know I don't call it the Garden.
Oh, I think people do still.
Which one do you think is more iconic?
I guess.
You guess.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's this one. Obviously, all the stories I know are from
Right.
the
Yeah.
Garden. I call it TD Garden.
Yeah.
Fair.
But the
I mean, just to walk through the way that they did that rotunda now in Madison Square Garden with they have something significant every single day.
Every
of the
day,
year.
that's good.
Yeah.
Every single day of the year,
I
including
like
leap
looking
year.
at that.
but I would argue that our significant moments are sports related. You guys are like, yeah, we have Taylor Swift.
We got concerts.
Yeah.
Last time John.
Like, we could
Everyone
hang up
stage.
fucking banners and signs for.
Willis Reed walking back out of the Garden, Messier winning. There's been some sports moments in
Oh,
there
yeah.
as well. It's few and far in between.
I was gonna say that's two, and the Willis Reed like didn't
And
have 2 points.
hey,
right?
Four. Bro, they wouldn't publish
WrestleMania
that
1,
blog.
WrestleMania 10, WrestleMania 20.
You heard about that? They wouldn't. The day he died, I wrote, well, actually, it was my first part of a series of like debunking sports myths, and they wouldn't publish it because they were like, he just died. I'm like, but he only scored 4 points.
It's just not the time.
Both things can be true.
It's not the time.
They also
That's like-
banned, there's a blog that's banned about Jim Valvano's recruiting violations on Jimmy V Day. They will not publish it. Jimmy V, they will not.
That's like
I would joke with them, but they have no sense of humor.
literally the moment that Tom Petty died. They were doing the rundown. It was Dave, Big Cat, and Carabas. Someone walked over and they said, "Hey, I hate to break the news, but Tom Petty just died." And Carabas went, "Well, John Mayer did a way better free falling." Not the time. It's just not the time.
Hey, Mike, did you hear Stan Lee died? Who cares? Unbelievable. Second half of the rundown brought to you by Pardon My Cheesesteak. Football is finally back. Preseason is here. And ordering Pardon My Cheesesteak for your game day meal or late night eats is the best play call you can make. Pardon My Cheesesteak brings you awesome cheesesteaks and loaded fries delivered right to your doorstep. Take your pick of delicious cheesesteaks made with fresh, thinly sliced melted provolone, mouth-watering cheese sauce, caramelized onions on a toasty hoagie roll. We now have classic cheesesteak, chipotle cheesesteak, chicken cheesesteaks, chipotle chicken cheesesteaks, buffalo chicken cheesesteaks, and chicken bacon ranch cheesesteaks. You can order the popular Big Cat combo and get your cheesesteak of choice, fries, and a drink. For dessert, try our new donut dippers. Delicious donut holes tossed in cinnamon sugar, and served with a rich caramel sauce. Find Pardon My Cheesesteak near you and order yours now at pardonmycheesesteak.com. Use code PMC20 for 20% off your order. They didn't mention it on there, but the Max 2 soda special is also an awesome little wrinkle in it. Pitbull has purchased the naming rights to FIU Stadium. Surprisingly cheap, 5 years, $1.2 million. It's going to be called Pitbull Stadium, FIU Florida International. What other athletes off the top of your head work like this? I feel like it only works. This doesn't work for I don't know, Faison Love or he was a guy. He was just a role actor. That name just jumped on me.
Faison Love.
Yeah.
Crazy name to bring up.
Or trying to think.
Pitbull,
Bobby Cannavale. Cannavales. It doesn't really work if it's the Bobby Cannavales.
Glenny Ball
Arena.
thinks he's the hottest guy in the world.
Yeah, he probably is.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But it's the Bobby Cannavales arena doesn't bump as much as Pitbull.
No.
There's only a certain amount of
Pitbull
guys who it
sounds
works.
cool. Even
Yeah.
if it wasn't associated with Pitbull, you're coming to the Pitbull Stadium, the dog pound, if they want to call it that. That sounds kind of sick.
I'm surprised this doesn't happen more often.
Dave. If it's 1.2 mil, Dave is making that on a bet.
On a college stadium?
Rename college stadium Portnoy Stadium.
Well, I think we've talked about it before. I'm 99% sure the Barstool Sports book was looking at
The Bills Stadium, right?
Bills.
Yeah.
And I believe New Orleans. I think the Superdome was the other one. And Superdome was really expensive for the same reason MSG is, because they also have concerts.
Yep.
But Bills when I heard the price of the Bills, I want to say it was $6 million a year. Maybe it's $8 million. Maybe it was $1 million per game.
You would
That
imagine
seems
more.
like less.
But
that doesn't seem as much as I would have thought.
No.
maybe it might have been. I'm obviously not totally sure what I'm talking about.
Savvy
here,
to
but
this.
it might have been $8 million total for a 5-year deal. It was something where I was like, oh fuck, that's all it costs.
Right.
That kind of shit.
I remember hearing about it and thinking, oh, that's very
Yeah.
attainable.
Dave
I
buying
think it was more about getting approved.
Who has the Bills
It's the
now?
harder obstacle to get over.
It begins with an A, like Ameritrade or
17 million a year for the Levi Stadium in San
Levi's.
Fran. I've been.
yeah, but that's but the stadiums that get a lot of things outside.
Yeah.
The Bills have 8 games a year.
Yeah.
That's all you get. There's no concerts there, at least not that I'm aware of. I'm sure AT&T, like I said, the Superdome was more expensive. But to have the naming rights to a stadium, it's not crazy.
No.
That can't be. That has to just be it says Heinz Field is 2.5 million a year, but it has to be because they signed a 20-year contract.
But they just signed that.
They just re-upped
Well,
it,
because
right?
it's not. So
Heinz.
this must be old because it's not Heinz Field.
Yeah.
Trying to find most expensive.
Heinz
stadiums,
Field
too.
blown up by Bane in The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
That's crazy. Yeah, I guess it's just not that as expensive as you expected. But Ben Affleck is going to play. This is a head scratcher. Ben Affleck's going to play Hulk Hogan in a movie about Hulk Hogan suing Gawker.
Why is that a head scratcher? I saw.
I don't know if Ben Affleck can play him.
I think that's weird. I think it's weird casting for sure. I'm not saying it can't work, but I'm saying my brain can't imagine that.
I can kind of see it.
Gus Van Sant is directing?
Affleck's a big dude. Affleck's 6'5".
But can you picture him with a leathery skin, that tan, walking around going, "What's up, brother?" And if it's the movie about Gawker, he might be saying things much worse. Yeah.
We used to have a guy here who did a good Hulk Hogan impression.
Oh.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Oh yeah. I see. It took me a second. Also, this is written by the guy who wrote The Big Short.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
so
is
I'm all
it?
in on that.
So you
Adam
make
McKay?
me, no, it's
Adam McKay wrote The Big Short.
he wrote it with a guy. If you look it up, someone won an Oscar with Adam McKay, I think. Not him.
Who was it?
Richard something. Maybe. But yeah, the only other thing that they're crediting the writer of Killing Gawker with is he won an Oscar for The Big Short. So I'm like, Charles Randolph, that's his name.
I can see. I'm an Affleck guy. I'm a big
Oh, big time.
So am I.
Love Affleck.
So am I. Love him.
Like Casey as well.
Who's that?
Like Casey
yeah.
Affleck as well.
The
That whole crew. Damon's my guy, too.
yeah. The I can see him pulling this off. I can see him being.
He is a big guy. He's a big strapping guy,
Yeah.
yes.
There's also rumors that there's a Hulk Hogan biopic in the works from Todd Phillips right now. No, I guess not rumors. He's confirmed it. Todd Phillips who did the Hangover, the Joker
Yep.
movies. he has cast Chris Hemsworth as the Hulk
I
Hogan
could
character
certainly
in his
see
movie.
that as well.
That one I could see a little more. Still, it's weird for me to picture anyone as Hulk Hogan. To be honest.
Yeah.
He's just one of those guys.
It's almost like they should just almost have Hulk Hogan do it.
I would love if whoever they cast to play Hulk Hogan.
What about Jeremy Allen White? Because he was really good in.
It's too short.
He was
he's
good
a
in
tiny
Iron
guy.
Claw.
Yeah.
You can't play two wrestlers either.
Yeah.
But I
Why
would
not?
love if someone gets
Kevin
cast
Costner's
Hulk
played
Hogan.
11 baseball guys.
What if they get stuck with the accent like Austin Butler? Just like they go on Jimmy Fallon, they're like, "Let me tell you something, brother."
That's got. It's unbelievable. Masturbating in public at an all-time high in New York City. According to the NYPD, the number of people masturbating publicly has been seen a significant rise. There have been 378 complaints filed from the start of 2024 to June 30th, up from 251 in the same time period last month, 51% rise. Public is upset because masturbating in public is a non-bail eligible offense. Sorry, non-bail eligible offense, meaning the culprits are almost always back on the streets within a few hours, yanking it back out. At a Manhattan Community Board meeting for area covering Tribeca and the Financial District, residents were furious over cops' failure to respond to complaints about a grime-covered serial masturbator with a Marine Corps tattoo on his back. I mean, he served the country, folks. Where do we draw the
Might be
line?
stolen valor. Who knows?
Right? Yeah. Like, you know.
This is.
I don't know. It does. We
That
say it all the
doesn't
time,
seem
but
like a big number to me.
How many people are in New York?
it's more than
9
one a
million.
day. And it's more than one a day that you see publicly doing it.
But I have 9 million people.
But you're telling me in all of New York, the 5 boroughs, there's only about one a day jerking it?
That's pretty good.
Those are
I
good
feel like-
numbers.
yeah.
I think those are good.
It's a good point.
Because I feel like you come into New York, maybe once a week I'll see someone doing something insane.
I feel like all these complaints and stuff like that are city-based. Like, none of this stuff is touching the island, Brooklyn.
Yeah. No, Brooklyn for sure.
Yeah, Brooklyn.
I think Staten Island's
touching
safe.
the
Outside of
island.
that.
We got our own
I think it
problems.
might be touching the island.
Illegal prescription pads.
I wouldn't be
We
shocked.
got our own problems.
Yeah, gross. I don't
Yeah,
know
a
what
lot.
to add.
It's crazy. Aftershow. Frank the Tank threw out the first pitch last night. Mets-Rockies game. He wore a Rockies jersey. Now, listen, there's a lot that goes into this. You have to get the jersey a couple months in advance. You want to play nice. He's got this thing where he does want to do a lot of first pitches, so he wants to show he's like a team player. Doing it against the Mets is kind of hard.
Against the Mets is
It's a tough look, and they wore it the
Against-
whole game.
Against the Mets is a tough look.
Wearing
He's
Rockies
done this
jersey
before.
the
He's
whole
trying to set the record. FDR has the most first pitches ever. He's trying to-
But like he wore, I think he did the Indians, right? He
Yeah.
wore
Guardians.
Guardians. He
Yeah.
wore a Guardians
Which I think
jersey
is-
for that.
like in baseball more than any other sport, I would say is understandable, and you can do that unless they're playing your team.
Yes.
I agree with that.
And everybody's
I know,
being like, you guys didn't say anything with Marty. Marty specifically said he wasn't doing it against the Yankees.
Yeah. I agree with that. I saw like White Sox Dave get mad at Marty, and I was like, particularly
White Sox team gets mad at everybody.
interleague.
Exactly.
Interleague.
I think it's
they're
way
different.
better. If you're
Right.
going National League, American League, you're good.
Yeah, when I was like wearing a lot of hats, I'd wear Red Sox hats and NL teams.
Okay. See, I had a phase where I was trying to get all 30 teams minus the Yankees, Braves, and Phillies.
Mine's
Yes.
But I actually, you know what? Because I had an A's hat, I had a Mariners hat, so maybe I would give the West Coast some leniency as well.
I think if it's a cool hat, you could.
But I agree with you. In baseball, for some reason, feels different with the interleague play. Like
162 games.
Yeah.
This game don't really matter.
it's also like I was saying hats, but jersey is different. But the
Pull that up. What did FDR do?
He had 11 during his presidency, it said. But I don't know what his total number is. Because obviously, like, you have Tom Willis threw out the first pitch at 29 different stadiums. Haley Dawson threw out
Oh,
the first pitch
really?
at 30.
So maybe Frank's trying to get all 30.
Who's Haley Dawson? Should I know who that is?
She was on that show about the creek.
Why? Oh, nice. Why does she have the most? Oh, little girl. Did she have like a...
this is whose dream Frank wants to shatter.
I was going to say, did she have the same dream as Frank? Like, can I do all 30?
I gotta beat this little 7-year-old girl.
robotic
with a
hands.
robotic hand.
Oh, okay.
That's
You
badass.
fucking insensitive bastard.
That's badass. Like Luke Skywalker.
Yeah. Go get her, Frank.
Frank is like Darth Vader.
Jeez, this poor young girl with a robotic arm deserves to be taken down a notch or two.
Yeah.
Robbie's got a new series, Bullying Bulls.
Best new series of Barstool. So
I just
fucking
saw
funny.
Glenny. He was just messing with his Cheetos yesterday. He kept like shaking his Cheetos up and shaking them.
Yeah, the other guy for most first pitches is a guy with no arms.
Oh. Attaboy, Frank. Attaboy, Frank.
Way to steal their joy, Frankie.
But yeah, speaking of
You heard about the
joy-
guy with no arms who wanted to ring the bell at the church?
No.
Set myself up for this one. He's got no arms, and he there's an ad out in the paper. He wants to ring the bell at the church. I think it happened in like Wisconsin, and to put the ad out, and he gets there, and the priest is like, "Dude, like you got to be kidding me." He's like, "Father, I need the money. I need the money." He's like, "All right." Takes him up to the thing. He backs up, runs face first into the bell. Doesn't ring. Falls down. He's got bloody teeth. The priest is like, "I'll give you the money. I can't." He's like, "No, I want to earn it. I want to earn it." Backs up again, all the way. Buries into the bell. The bell rings. He goes down the stairs, out into the street, dead. The people people come in, the cops start gathering. They're like, "Does anyone know this guy?" Priest goes, "No," but his face rings a bell.
That's good. That's good. I like that. I didn't know where it was going for a second. But yeah, this video is very simple. Glenny's eating Cheetos. I smack him out of his hand. Classic comedy.
I used to have the same blue stuff because they were wearing their like.
Classic comedy.
It got a big fat lol out of me the first time I saw it.
Well, Glenny's, I love his hands are the only thing in frame. You just see him go like that immediately. It's very Italian. It's very funny.
Just so, you can't help but laugh.
Yeah.
Great.
Speaking of very funny, Donnie and Jerry.
Oh, Jerry last night. It was very funny.
That fucking clip.
Both of them burning each other's hands. Jerry made a sound I've never heard him make ever. He's like, ah!
No, we're good. It's on fire, Donnie.
Good.
Why is it sticking? Why is
That
it
looks
sticking?
good.
Why is it stuck?
There's a little cheese,
Oh no.
but we're in a good spot.
Okay.
We're in a good spot.
Okay.
Donnie, it's on fire.
It's on fire?
Yes. Pick it up. Donnie, stay right there. Stay
What?
right there. You're
it
good.
off?
Hold
Is
on.
it
You're
off?
good. You're good. You're in a good spot.
Is it on fire?
No, it's done now. The fire went out.
Okay.
Behind you.
That's
Donnie. Donnie. Yeah, right there. Grab the handle. Bring it back a little bit. More. Perfect.
Was it actually on fire?
I can't. What?
Yes. Holy shit, maybe Mincy.
We're in a good spot.
Maybe I was too harsh on Mincy. It must be easier than I thought to light it on fire. Okay. Good spot.
You want to flip it?
Let's flip it. Let's check
Okay.
it.
What do you want?
I'm just gonna use my hand.
Hold on, Donnie! It's a flame again!
It's on fire.
It's a flame again!
Fire?
Grab the handle! Pick it up! Pick up the pot! Okay, stay right there!
It's definitely burning then if it's on fire. We gotta flip it. It smells like shit.
Yeah, I don't know how to flip it though!
Give me the spatula.
Wait, hold on!
Fuck it.
Yeah, flip it! Nice!
It's hot. Just give me the spatula.
I don't know where the spatula is!
You have eyes. You can see. It's gonna be in this back.
Come here! Right!
This works.
What were they actually making?
That in the clip I saw, there were a couple of clips. I think
I
there's
saw
one.
bacon in one.
The one I saw was grilled cheese, it seemed, and then I definitely saw Donnie stick his hand in the pot of boiling water.
Oh, that.
Made me think of some kind of pasta.
Yeah.
I think I saw Jerry cooking a steak. It seemed like they had
I
a
think they
variety.
tried a few different things, maybe.
I saw people who were saying Donnie didn't know his lefts from his rights all night, which made for a much more entertaining
Yeah.
stream.
It reminds me of years and years ago. We did. Me and Dan went to the Demolition Derby in Brockton, Mass. And one of the contests we participated in was blindfolded driving. And,
Oh my God.
And I was blindfolded. You had a passenger in the car with you. I was blindfolded, and I had the mayor of Brockton with me at the time. And then Dan was blindfolded with Hank in the car with him. And like the one instruction Dan gave to Hank was like, just make sure you tell me to turn. And for some reason, Hank just pointed the whole video. Damn, crashing into
That's funny.
You gotta say it out loud, Hank. You gotta say it out loud.
I noticed that last night during the stream. There was a few times where like Jerry was blindfolded and Donnie just kept pointing, being like, "No, here, no, here, no," and then he was like, "Oh, no, left." So like he got in his head.
Unbelievable. Speaking of hands, we touched on Glennie's hands. Rough and Rowdy, Friday, 25th. Rough and Rowdy 25, Friday, August 9th.
Yes.
Robbie on the call, very excited. Able brother fighting for his Rough and Rowdy livelihood against Mikey Betts.
So it is just one.
Yeah,
Both Able
one
brothers are fighting.
They're both fighting, but not at the same time.
No.
Okay.
The other
I
Able
thought Mikey
brother-
Betts was fighting them both.
Wait, is the other Able brother fighting?
I believe he's fighting our transgender fighter, who he called out.
Okay.
Devlin, both Able brothers are fighting?
Yes, confirmed fighting the transgender.
Got it.
Yes.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
I
mess
look
with her
forward
though.
to
I
that.
wouldn't mess with her. We put out this. There's
Weigh
like
in
a
tomorrow
10-minute
night.
video too. That's like a Rough and Rowdy, almost like HBO 24/7. Very well done. Shout out the editors that worked on that.
The Able brothers they're different.
He's twisted in half. What was it about the ropes that you wanted to go over so much?
I don't know. It's just when you're in there, shit happens. But
That's literally never happened one time.
They have accents that I describe as birth control.
one of my boys texted me saying I'm getting a $500 accent bonus.
They're like cockroaches. They're gonna keep coming at you until you kill them.
Mikey has a lot of pressure on him, so he better step up.
I joined Rough and Rowdy because of Frank. I need a fight for Frank. I don't like the Able brothers.
Look into Mikey Betts' eyes. It's gonna be darkness.
Nobody wants to be the guy that loses to an Able.
Their characters, I don't know how else to put it. I mean, you guys know them.
The Able brothers always bring it.
It does go to Zachary Abel, the Assassin King.
Oh, good left from Able.
Oh, Abel comes running out.
Crowd is loving the action. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Do you agree with the decision?
I mean, I thought it was an early stoppage.
Look at these warriors.
I'm not even hurt, dude. Yeah, I mean, no introduction needed, honestly.
The Able brothers are classic. Whether you love them, you hate them, you want to tune in, you want to hear their voices. Might be the last time we ever see them, though, as you mentioned, fighting for their Rough and Rowdy livelihood, while Mikey Betts fighting for his job at Barstool. It's a loser leaves town match. I mean, one of the best scenes in the history of Game of Thrones. Pedro Pascal versus the Mountain.
Yeah.
Fighting as a champion, right? We have someone fighting as Frank the Tank's champion for the second time. We had Mikey Betts, or we had Jenks do this, now Mikey Betts. Harrison might be up next. We'll see. I'm excited though. It's the first time me, Dave, and Dan are on the call since January. We've got Ronan and Nick Tirani on interviews. I think it's gonna be really funny.
It's going to be really good. As it always is. Rough and Rowdy, buyrnr.com. Check it out. That's the rundown. We'll see you tomorrow.